everybody, it's KelseeBrianaJai here with a review and tutorial using the new Jouer Tan Lines Collection, and I ordered everything from their website and I have all of the pieces from the collection. So it's not a very big collection, but I did order it as a bundle. I no longer see the bundle, but everything is offered individually on different retailers' websites. So let's go ahead and jump into it. I will go over everything with you all, and then of course you'll get to see this look that I am rocking. So like I said, it's not a big collection at all. It has a cheek product in here. This is the Blush Bouquet Cheeky Summer Dual Blush Palette, and it's dual, so it has two products in one. This retails for $30, and here's what it looks like. I like the packaging of it. It looks like a cool, chill, laid-back summer type vibe. And here are the two blushes. So as you all can see, it's like a peachy, neutral type blush. And the next piece in the collection is the Tan Lines eyeshadow palette, and this one says that it has mattes, shimmers, and luxe foil eyeshadows. This palette retails for $34, and here's the palette. This one is made out of cardboard packaging. It does have a different design than the cheek palette. I do prefer the cheek palette's design, but I like this one too just because I like the gradient of colors. Again, this palette has a mirror, and then here are the eyeshadows. So as you all can see, it's a neutral eyeshadow palette with pops of color, and the pops of color are down here. It's a blue, it's an aqua color, my favorite right now, which is a lime green. I am obsessed with lime green anything. That is 100% the move for summer 2019. And there's a yellow in here. And they also launched two duochrome lip products. These are lip glosses. They retail for $17 each. And here's what they look like. If you all are familiar with Jouer's lip glosses, this is what their packaging looks like. And these are in the colors Sea Glass and Beach Days. And for kicks, they threw in a little fan because I got the bundle, but it's just like a little cheapy paper fan. Something you can just keep in your car if you need to. Take it to church if you need to. Take it to the picnic if you need to. If you bend it wrong one time, it's done. Everything except for the fan is sold individually. I did buy a bundle. I no longer see the bundle on their website. The bundle was $80 on their website, but then I used a discount code and I got all of these pieces for $68. So I don't see that. I guess whenever they launch something for the first time, you have to act fast and you just get it all for a discounted rate because that's a much better deal than paying for everything individually. I'm not sure if they're going to restock that bundle, but I do see everything on Sephora, Beautylish, and their website sold individually. I want to go ahead and jump into the swatches of everything. I swatched the eyeshadow palette, the lips, as well as the blush palette, and following that, I will jump into the demonstration of this look. So I hope that you all enjoy. A fluffy brush. This is a Smith 235 and a little bit of the color Heat Wave. I'm picking up this color to the best of my ability. I'm going to take this color and pop it on my crease, so back and forth. I can't see that at all. I'm going to go in with a little bit more. Actually, I'm going to take some of this Anastasia primer first, and let me just blend this out really quick. Now I'm going to go in with the same color and the same brush to see if I can get a little bit more pigmentation. So it's still really light, so I'm just pressing it in just to build it up. It's still really light, so I'm just going to press it in instead of doing the swiping to build up that color. I am still building up this color. It is very lightly pigmented. It's going to take a minute for it to show up and be super coral, so continue to pack this on. So I'm going to move on and take a bit of the color Driftwood, same brush, and let's pack that right on the outer corner. So that color is a lot more pigmented than the coral color. Sonia G Builder 3 brush and the color Sure Thing. This is like a little cream because I'm like, why is there a hole in here? This is a cream. I'm going to pop that on the lid. See what happens. Okay. This is very, very sheer. So I'm just going to keep building it up. Again, this is a cream, so it's not going to give a whole lot of intensity. But I am going to apply this all over my lid. So I'm going to grab the color Tankini and put it on top just to see if I can have a little bit of a pop, because that eyeshadow is not giving it to me. So I'm just pressing that on top. Yeah, that's better, but still very sheer. I got fallout, so I have to dust that away. I want to try a bright color. I'm scared that it's not going to show up, but I'm going to do it anyways. So Sonia G Pencil Pro. Take a little bit of the color Sunburst. I'm going to pop that on my inner corner. Oh, that's not bad. That color shows up. And same brush, I'm going to grab Tide Pool. And I can already see that this color looks like it's one of those creams too. But I want to take this all across the rest of the lower lash lines. It's kind of glittery, so let's go in with the spray. This is the Garnier Soothing Facial Mist. So the blue is cute if you're willing to do a little bit of work, do some spray, go back and forth with it, build it up. So once you get it to that level, I think it's pretty. So I'm going to do some liner and lashes and I'll be right back. So I finished off my eye look. I definitely think it's pretty all together. The blue came together at the last minute. I went over it a bunch of times off of camera just because I'm not about to sit there and do this for 10 minutes on camera. But basically that's how long it took me to get it to be this opaque. But I'm going to go ahead and move on to the cheeks. And let's go in with the Cheeky Summer Duo. And I'm going to take my Haku Hodo S110 brush. One side is dark and one side is light. I think I'm going to start off with the dark side. And I actually don't have any bronzer or anything like that on, just because I wanted you all to be able to see the color of the blush, you know, sans other products. That's really pretty. Okay, I wasn't sure about this color just because I was like, is this going to show up right on me? But this is looking really good and glowy. It has subtle shimmer in it, but on the cheeks, it's just giving a really pretty glow. Other side, I'm going to flip my brush and I'm going to try it on the other side for you all just to see. That's pretty too. Okay, I really like this blush. I like the lighter one and the darker one. I really don't even feel like I need a highlighter because this blush has that glow element to it, and I don't feel like I need a bronzer because this blush gave me a little bit of like a bronzy effect. So I think I'm good on the cheek area. I also have both of the lips, so let's see. Let me open them up. This packaging kills me. So I'm going to try on Sea Glass first. I like the way they smell. It smells like cookies. That is intense. Whoa. I know for a 100% fact that I would have loved this in 2009 because I used to always look for a lip color like this. I would have worn it straight out of the tube just like this, and I wanted to be this amount of intensity. I used to love like a white gold color, especially on the lips, and I could never find one. Fast forward 10 years later, here we are. This really isn't my jam nowadays, but it's pretty, but it's just I'm not going to wear this color. It's giving you that goldness if that's what you want. These are really glittery, so it's kind of hard to take all the glitter off. You know, you think you're done taking off all the glitter, then you look in the mirror and you go like this, and you catch some flecks, and it's just like, you know what? There's no way you can catch all of glitter. Glitter catches you. So next, let's try on Beach Days, and this one looks like it has more of a pinkish element to it. Yeah, no, it's right. Oh, this has my mama's name written all over it. Oh yeah, she has to have this. Again, very, very pretty. It's just not a color that I'm going to wear. It's very metallic. It's very glittery. It has that duochrome shift to it. I think it's cool. It's just, I would keep it to take a picture, possibly, like an editorial, but wearing it out, I think that ship has sailed for me. I would definitely have worn this 10 years ago though. But I think just for this video, I'm going to put a little bit more of the first one in the middle. And let's do it. Let's just do it. Why not? It's already on. You can't take it off anyways. Once you put glitter on, you have to commit to it. So let's talk about everything, starting with the lips. So you guys saw me apply them. I gave you all my opinions on them as I was trying them on. I have one on now. I went ahead and went for the look. Like I said, they're not my personal preference in terms of the finish, but I do like the formulation of the gloss. It is not gritty. It's giving me a really pretty duochrome effect. I think that these glosses are really cool. They smell nice. I'm not the biggest fan of the packaging. If I wore these colors, I would be into this because I do think it's pretty. The eyeshadow palette, I am not in love with this eyeshadow palette. I feel like it was very powdery, and then the cream eyeshadows were very sheer. I did have to go over every color that I put on my eyes several times to get it to be this amount of intensity, and I still think that my eye look is pretty sheer. The shimmer on the bottom is maybe giving you the illusion that it may be more dramatic than what it is, but if I close my eyes and you look at my lids have like a wash of color on them, and that's because I feel like the mattes are very chalky. It's hard to build up that color without it just looking like a wash. You guys saw I went in initially, I had a little bit of concealer on my lids. I had to go back in with a more intense primer just to get it to be as intense as what you see. So if that's what you like, then I do like the color story of this palette. I think it's very beautiful. I think it's cohesive. So I think it's really pretty. I just wish that this eyeshadow palette was more opaque, more pigmented, and it wasn't as chalky. So for me, I'm going to say skip on it unless you are just a die-hard Jouer fan, which is not the worst palette ever, but I just cannot recommend it just because I feel like it took too much work to get a basic eye look. But hands down, my favorite thing was the cheek palette. I feel like this looks really pretty. I didn't put any bronzer on. I didn't put on any highlight, and I still feel like my cheek area is popping. It looks very luminous. I like the colors. The colors look more subdued, which is my personal preference in terms of blush color. I prefer a more neutral or peachy type blush. This formula is everything. It's smooth, it's blendable, it has a little bit of shimmer in it, but it doesn't emphasize texture. You don't need a lot to get color, so I think it's pretty. Now I'm interested in getting some more Jouer blushes, and I've heard their blush formula is beautiful. This is my first venture into their blushes, and I'm impressed. I think it's beautiful. Let me know if you all picked up anything from the Tan Lines collection. I look forward to reading you all's comments, and I will check you all in my very next video. Smooches. Bye.